Alright, now that we've covered the expenses, you want to know where to start. You already have your workstation, you have all the tools, and you've bought everything that you need to buy. What do I do now? My greatest recommendation to you is Craigslist. Craigslist is the best place to start. Here's why. A lot of people on Craigslist are willing to wheel and deal and give you a better deal than they actually have listed. Before I started this video, I saw this one guy in Craigslist who had a Galaxy S3 that had a cracked screen and it was locked that he was selling for 80 bucks. If I called him and said, hey, I only have 60, can you work a deal with me? He may not, but chances are he is going to give me a deal. So I could have bought a Galaxy S3 for 60 bucks. Then on my own terms, I could have fixed the screen, unlocked it, and then sold it right back after cleaning it up for about $200. I already made 140 bucks. It's a decent profit, and also it's good if you're just starting because you get to work at your own pace. You don't have customers breathing down your neck. You don't have your boss breathing down your neck, but you still might have your wife breathing down your neck. But that's okay because she's going to be there anyways. But you get to work at your own pace. And after that, you get to disassemble the phone over again and then reassemble the phone. So it's also another form of practice. So it's a good form of revenue. There are no costs because you don't have a store. And at the same time, you get practice. So you've done the whole Craigslist thing. You've been doing this for 5 to 6 months. You become a master at repairing phones. You can repair all kinds of phones. You've bought phones, you've sold phones. So now you want to get to work. My next recommendation before starting your own business is apply at a cell phone store. When I started working at a cell phone store 7 years ago, it was really hard for a cell phone technician to get a job. Today, I can almost guarantee you that probably 99% of cell phone stores or more are either looking for a cell phone technician or already have one. It's a very easy market to get a job. The reason why I want you to work at someone else's store is so that you can understand the nature of the business, that you can see the vibe live. I want you to see what it's like to be under pressure this time, to see what it's like to have another customer across the counter waiting for his repair because you just told him that it will only take 1 hour. I want you to understand what the transactions are like and how customer relationships are handled. That's a really good way to get started. I would recommend maybe 6 months or even a whole year of working under another cell phone store. That way you can really understand what it's like to work in the cell phone business. Okay, so now that you've worked for a whole year at someone else's store, what do you do now? You start your own cell phone business. Here's the best thing. It doesn't even have to be a brick and mortar store. There's a lot of places from where I live that these guys drive around in these vans and they have these signs on their vans that say that they repair phones and they'll drive to meet you on spot to fix your phone. A lot of people make decent money that way. That's a great way to start if you do not have a brick and mortar store. If you do have enough money to start a store, open up a store. If you don't want to take risks, open up a small kiosk at the mall. Start small and work your way up. Or you can even work in conjunction. You can team up with some cell phone stores that don't do repairs yet, but also sell a lot of phones. You can team up with them and have them send their customers to you, and everyone that needs to activate a phone, you can send them back to that store. So there's plenty of ways to start. You can start small and eventually work your way back up until you have a very large self-sustaining cell phone repair business. Okay, now you have your own cell phone store, and you just kind of want to talk a little bit about profit. How do I make money? Let me just give you 2 examples then. The 2 most lucrative repairs in my business for a while actually until this day are screen repairs. So let's start with the Samsung repairs. Samsung screen repairs where you separate the glass and the LCD are repairs that everyone knows how to do but no one wants to do because it's too risky unless of course you've done it 100 times like I have asked you to. I can do these glass separations with almost zero risk of cracking the LCDs because I've done them so much. And I want you to get to that point too. Why? Because most people, if they've never done it before, and I really mean most people, are not willing to try it on their own. If you tell them it's just 60 bucks, I'll do it for you. I have all the Luca glue, the adhesive, I have the separation, the lamp and everything. Most people really will be just willing to pay you 60 bucks to get it done for them. It's a huge business for us. I charge about 60 to 70 bucks per repair, depending on the size of the screen. The Note 3s and the Note 4s I charge 70. And you guys know that I get these screens for about $5 or less. So that's about a $60 profit margin. Let's talk about another one, the iPhone screen repairs. The iPhone 4 you can get for about $20 on Amazon. The iPhone 5 you can get for about $30, and the 5C for about $35. We charge $70 for an iPhone 5 repair, $75 for an iPhone 5C and 5S repair, and sometimes even 80 bucks depending on the damage. That's a $40 profit margin. So even if you only fix one Samsung phone and one iPhone, 2 phones total during the entire day, your profit margin is over $100. That's a good business to get started. So go ahead, start your business, and we really hope that you can have a successful career in this.